7 Days of Wisdom. Today's question: what is the difference between knowledge and understanding? Real quick, 60-second version, elementary level. Let's say knowledge is fact. We know something, we know it to be true. Understanding, I believe, is the process behind the fact, showing our work. How can we show our work? Teachers always tell us in school, show your work. Why? Because it shows that we understand a concept. For example, 4 plus 4 is 8. That's a fact. Even without having to explain, we know 4 plus 4 equals 8. But why is 4 plus 4 equal 8? Because we know that 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's why. The process, understanding the construction, the framework behind it. So that's a simple example of why not only 4 plus 4 equals 8, but why there's a big difference between knowledge, knowing something, and then understanding, being able to process and explain something, explain the reasoning, explain the why behind something. I know sometimes we may say, yes, I know it, but I don't know how to explain it. That is a prime example of knowledge versus understanding. Just because we know things doesn't necessarily mean that we understand things. If we can't explain something, that goes to tell us that we really don't have an understanding of the underlying concept of it. So this post was inspired by Carol Golden, who is the creator and CEO of a new startup company, up-and-coming company entitled Hint Water. She posted on her Instagram maybe an hour or two ago, earlier today, knowledge versus experience, actually. Not knowledge, not exactly knowledge versus understanding, but knowledge versus experience. And I left a comment on that post because it made me think about the concept I just covered, the question I just covered. What is the distinction between knowledge and understanding? Which is something I was literally reading yesterday while I was covering a class in a lesson plan template. And it really broke down the concept of knowledge versus understanding, fact versus ideas and concept. The process. Understanding is a process. Understanding takes time. So that's why, in a way, understanding is heavily linked to experience, because through experience, we gain understanding. Through experience, we gain more intellectually. We know more about the process. You know, experience matters. I wrote an article maybe a month or so ago, which was inspired by Gary Vee, about experience really matters, because it's the experience, it's the process, it's the understanding that allows us to gain a feel for the room. When we walk into a room, we can feel the room. That's through experience. Our ability to be emotionally and socially intelligent, to talk to people, shake hands, look them in the eye, and feel the situation, feel the subtleties and nuances, and have a broader scope for situations, a broader scope of life in general. What is the big idea? Zooming in, zooming out. Our ability to understand people, our ability to understand our environment, our ability to understand culture. That all comes through understanding. It's not just knowledge. Knowledge itself without application is useless. It's useless. If we cannot apply what we know and what we learn, it's useless. It's not worth anything. It's kind of like money, currency. If we cannot utilize resources around us, those resources are deemed useless because they cannot be utilized in ways that can help to advance humanity, uplift the condition of humanity, help people around us, help our family, help our friends. So knowledge versus understanding is a real big concept. Real big concept. So with that being said, I don't believe I have anything else to say at this particular moment, but I sure I will. Videos to come, even on this topic. As I touch on different topics I've addressed in the past, I always continue to build on those topics because I'm learning more information, and I will continue to iterate and get better, learn more, add more, adapt, change, because things aren't concrete. So we all make mistakes. I'm sure there's some things in this video that I may have said that 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, it might be different. It might not. I'm not afraid of that. I'm all about improvement, getting better, helping people, helping to see people get to heights and achieve their dreams. So that's why I do these videos. That's why I share these thoughts. That's why I want to engage, interact, learn more about what everyone else is doing and how we can be of service to one another. So with that being said, Aquaus Kelley, 7 Days of Wisdom, A Lover's Ambition. Peace.